Hey guys, in this episode, me and my machine get pushed to our limits. We camped 3 nights and 4 days in bear-infested country. I'll introduce you guys to my machine and show you what it's capable of. And I've got some pretty interesting footage of the Oso slide. What's the Oso slide? Well, I'm glad you asked. Come check it out with Nateness TV. It's just my life. Wikipedia. A major landslide occurred 4 miles east of Oso, Washington on March 22, 2014 at 10:37 a.m. local time. A portion of an unstable hill collapsed, sending mud and debris to the south across the North Fork of the Stillaguamish River, engulfing a rural neighborhood and covering an area of approximately 1 square mile. 43 people were killed and 49 homes and other structures destroyed. I really didn't want to do this video without giving honor and respect to the families and friends who lost loved ones. Also to the neighbors and first responders who didn't hesitate to duct tape up your boots and go in after those in need. The stories of your service is very inspirational to me. Thank you for serving like you did. So that's where I'm going to be working for the next 3 days, in the rain, by myself. Let's get into it. But first, meet Herb. Now, Herb and I go way back. We started off as enemies, but after I fixed him up, we became friends. He's made up of a hodgepodge of all kinds of different parts. He might look chintzy on the outside, but man, he is a beast, let me tell you. His military surplus front tires with bullet holes still in them, 16-ply skidder tires on the rear, 4-wheel drive with locking differentials all the way around, 16 gears forward and 16 gears in reverse. Bulletproof glass, or not glass, but it's, got a brush cutter on the back. Herb is a TS100 New Holland tractor, and he weighs in at about 10,000 pounds originally. After I got done gearing him all up and getting him ready, he weighed in at a whopping 21,000 pounds. That's a big boy. With the injectors cranked up to increase the horsepower and running 2 decks, he drinks a lot of fuel. So there you have it. Now, let's go see if we can find ourselves a camping spot for the night. Well, I guess this will be home sweet home. Nice flat area, kind of up on this rocky knob. Pop up that rooftop tent and call it a night when it's time. Yeah, you can see why I want to camp up here. Shotgun shells all over the ground up here. So people like to come shooting. No gates, so it's wide open to whoever wants to be here. So, curled up next to my Springfield 45 and can of bear spray, I went to sleep.
I just woke up. I hear this bear making this noise like, bro, bro. I thought it was a cow at first. It's far enough away, I don't think you guys can hear it, but it just keeps getting closer and closer. I better get out there and make some noise. Best thing to do with bear if you don't want to deal with them is make a bunch of noise. Skittish animals, if you don't surprise them. I need to warm the tractor up anyways, because we're gonna be charging right up to the top of that mountain there. The transmission has to be good and warm anyways, so I might as well crank it up and get it warming up while I do breakfast. Okay, I've got my tools that I mostly use. The bag weighs about 50 pounds. And I got my chainsaw all set up. I've got my lunch, fire extinguisher, bear spray, camera stuff. I've got everything I need to do a fuel filter change. Got my map, got my CB back in here. This is where it's going to get rough and slow. The road just starts getting really, really steep in here. We started off with 500 feet elevation, and now we're already in a short amount of time. We're going to climb a couple hundred feet, and it's just going to keep right on climbing for the next several miles. Did I mention that Herb likes to do wheelies on really steep road? Yeah, he's pretty chipper for climbing a mountain first thing in the morning. So here's the first obstacle of the day. Just started mowing and all of a sudden my tractor came to a very jarring halt. Come to find out, I hit a boulder that was hiding in the ditch. I couldn't even see it because the brush was so thick. And hit it so hard that my tractor slid out and almost slid off the side of the mountain. So after gathering myself and taking some deep breaths, I got out and inspected what was going on. After assessing, I found that no serious damage was done, and
and I decided there was just enough room between the boulder and the edge of the road for my tractor to squeeze by. Time to shoot the gap. So Herb and I are having a blast, literally. We're mowing full out, getting things done, and then all of a sudden, shenanigans. We stumble onto a burnt out car, and this thing is fresh, like it's still smoking, still hot inside. So I get out and check it out, right? This is exactly why I camp on the job, you know? It's just too easy to show up one morning and this would be my tractor, totally burnt out. This is one of those deals, you got to call the cops, make sure that it comes and gets inspected and hauled off. But there's not a whole lot I can do right now because I don't have cell reception. So I just get around it and keep on mowing. So this is pretty much the rest of my day. Destroying brush and listening to audiobooks. Right now the audiobooks I'm listening to, it's like a series called The Wheel of Time. It's fiction. I'm stretching myself. I'm getting out there. I tell you what, it sure makes you think outside the box, I'll tell you that much. Then I listen to podcasts, radio, listen to some music. Occasionally hitting a rock, which is always jarring because it's like a bomb going off next to your head. All in all, day 2 was a pretty good day, but I'm shot. So, time for bed. Now, I'm not going to make this a sob fest, but I'll tell you, when you're by yourself, it gets pretty lonely, and you can start to feel a little down.
All cozy for the night. You can hear the frogs. A lot of people would probably kill to have a job like this. It's just a lot of hours by yourself with your own thoughts. It's beautiful here though. Looking out my window out into the mountains.
Morning.
That's not a bad view to wake up to. That'll brighten anybody's day. In 25 seconds, I'll show you how I break down my camp. It's about a 10-minute teardown process in the morning. Some hot water to wash the face, a cup of coffee, and we're back to killing brush. Now take a look at this. You can't even see where the road is at. It's absolutely amazing what this machine will do. In a matter of no time, we got the whole road opened up. The blades on this hydraulic rotary cutting head turn at 350 rotations per minute. That means the tip speed is insane. It doesn't cut things, it blows them to pieces. And there you have it. In about 50 seconds, you get a full picture of the before and after of a typical road. It's a good feeling walking back to your truck at the end of the day. Now that I'm done opening up the roads on this side, I had to go to the other side of the mountain to open up those roads. To do that, I needed to drive my truck to the other side of the mountain and walk back to my tractor. Problem was, it started raining. I got completely drenched. So what do? Well, like my buddy Ben over at MadCon says, improvise, adapt, overcome. Put the sweater on, and people ask me why I wear suspenders. Typical spring weather. Rains and then it's sunshine. This is where the idea of skinny jeans came from, you know? And the suspenders, they just make it lumber sexual, right? Yeah. So I get all situated over on the other side, and it's just a wall of brush. Looking at the map, there's supposed to be a road here, but all I'm seeing is brush. And I realize there's no way I'm getting this done today.
So I wasn't planning on camping last night, but had enough things to do here on the job. I just needed to stay and finish it, get it done. I didn't want to have to drive hours back in. So I'm pretty low on food and water. It's going to be an interesting day. I'm down to my MREs and dried food and stuff. I didn't bring my water filtration system, so I don't have much water, and that's going to be kind of the factor for the day. Once I run out of water, I'm probably going to want to start wrapping it up. Hopefully it won't be that long. Yeah, that's the road I'm going to be trying to mow. The trees are about 25, 30 feet tall. Going right on the road. Hopefully I can get through it.
This is what you call mowing by braille. You can't see anything. Just got your decks going. It's going along real slow here. What is this? 1 mile an hour. Lowest gear I've got. Just feeling the road. The machine starts to fall off. I'll feel it and I'll have to back up out of it and hopefully not get stuck. I hope the blades don't catch anything that is going to throw anything at the machine, break anything. This is about as hard a mode as you can get right here. A lot of times I've driven over stumps and haven't realized until I was high centered. That's when you know you're not on the road anymore. It's pretty much impossible to mow this gnarly of a road and not have something go wrong. A stick jammed up and ripped this wire off, which made my hydraulic cutter head go dead in the water. One butt connector later, I was back in business. Operating a brush cutter for 14 hours a day and being on the job for 4 days and 3 nights can really take it out of a person. So believe me when I say I was happy to be done with this job. Grateful for the work, but happy to be done. And I was even more happy to see some civilization, a log truck. Oh man. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. The whole reason I do these videos is for you guys. So to my 38 subscribers, thanks guys. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? And to everybody who's commented, thanks a ton. It's a total blast responding to your comments. Thanks for watching Nateness TV. It's just my life.